What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. So today I wanted to make a video going over the brand new Fortnite update when it comes to what they did with emotes, because they actually did change how emotes work. Well, not every single one of them, but a good chunk of them. It completely destroys the fact of exclusivity for particular emotes, especially when it comes to things like Battle Pass ones, because all of the Battle Pass emotes are now available to do if someone else owns them. So yes, someone still has to own them, but the way that they did this is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. I know it's not exactly as good as them just bringing back the battle passes or bringing back these original emotes in some way, but I still do think this is fantastic to completely counter all the people who love to quote-unquote flex emotes in Fortnite, which I'm not going to go into that too deeply right this second. We'll probably get into that in a second because it is kind of sad. But regardless, the point is Fortnite emotes are no longer exclusive when it comes down to the actual fact that you do not need to do this anymore. You could just go up to someone who's doing it, you press one button and you can start emoting together, and there's no way you can disable this, so you cannot disable it in any way, and I think it's absolutely hilarious if I'm being real. Because the amount of people I see, especially in OG, they go up to you and they just start doing the floss in the lobby. But bro, I have that. There's nothing special about the floss, okay? There's nothing special about the floss, nothing special about take the L, orange justice. These are very common emotes, and the fact that people still do them and think that they're somehow special because of that is really funny to me. But regardless, that's not the point. The point is, I think this is a fantastic direction that Epic Games is going in when it comes to this change. I think this is a great change in general. Even if we don't even talk about exclusivity, I think the fact that you could just emote together and it completely syncs up with the other player who's doing that emote, I think is fantastic. Now, some people have made the argument they wasted their money because they bought these emotes. Now other people can do them, and this is not a great argument in my opinion, because it's very simple. You paid for it now to initiate the emotes. You have paid for the fact that you don't have to rely on someone else to do the emote if you want to do that emote. I feel like I'm saying this word too many times in this video, so that's just how it's going to be, I guess. Emote, emote, emote. We're going to keep saying it. But regardless, this is a great change in my opinion, and I have to say W to Epic Games for doing that, because most of the time when it comes to exclusivity and the fact that I want to see these battle passes return is just because I genuinely dislike the whole opinion, the whole idea, the mentality that people who started in an earlier season and have a particular battle pass skin or emote or whatever it might be are somehow better and superior than people who didn't play in that Fortnite season. I think that's absolutely sad, and I don't know why people still have this mentality in the year 2025. It doesn't really make much sense to me. There's no value in these skins, but you know what? I'm gonna still somewhat push for the idea of rarity to actually be a thing, because right now it means nothing. There's no value. You can't sell your skins. You can't sell your account because that's against the TOS. You can't do anything of the sort. You do not own these skins, and there's nothing you can really do about that, okay? That's just how it is. In the current state, these skins, these emotes, all of that stuff are locked in the past, and they are unobtainable, so there's nothing rare about something that is unobtainable. That is just the fact that that's not rare, that's unobtainable. And you might say that's better, but it's not, because there's no value in that. There might be emotional value, but regardless, that emotional value should not go down just because now other people have access to it. If we were talking about it having monetary value, then yes, that would make sense that more people having it would drive down the value of it, but we're not talking about that because there's no way to have monetary value, which is another reason I wanted to make this video. I wanted to talk about this because we need to see a marketplace. Recently in a game called Rainbow Six Siege, I talk about that a lot on this channel, but that is because it's a game I play a lot, and it's also a game that has a marketplace system that I think is a very good balance between what Counter-Strike is, which is, it's not a great look for that kind of game if I'm being, I mean, whatever, it's a unique version, you know, you can actually make real money off of it, and I guess that's kind of cool, even though there's people who play it just to do that, and it's not even really playing. But anyways, Rainbow Six Siege has a good balance between that and Fortnite, where there's no marketplace whatsoever. Rainbow Six Siege allows you to earn skins in-game just by opening packs or doing whatever. I'm not saying that Fortnite should have packs necessarily, I'm just saying that's how it is in R6. You go into the game, earn some skins, and you can sell them for the premium currency, so you can sell them for R6 credits or the equivalent of V-Bucks if you want to look at it that way. And I think it's absolutely a fantastic system. Recently, I completed the Battle Pass, and I saved up all my packs that you get for completing the Battle Pass. There was over 100 packs because I also bought some with the in-game currency. And these packs are called Celebration Packs, and they have access to pretty much every item, though. It has every Battle Pass, every event. It is absolutely fantastic, and I opened one of these packs, and I ended up getting a skin from the very first year of the game that I did not own because I didn't really play very much during that year, and it's called Obsidian, and it's worth the equivalent of, let's say, 7,000 V-Bucks, okay? So that is something that is fantastic. That is actually pretty high up in terms of value on that marketplace. Not everything is worth anywhere near that much, to be honest with you. So to be able to get that is fantastic. It is really cool to see, and I really do enjoy that kind of thing. And at first I was going to sell it because, I mean, 7,000, that's pretty crazy, but just the idea of having something that is quote-unquote rare and valuable in that sense is kind of cool, and I'm going to keep it because of that. Also, you can use it on any weapon, and it's not that bad of a skin. It's pretty clean, you know, it's not too bad. But the point is, if you're going to have rare skins in Fortnite, we either need a marketplace system like this, which would make the idea of rarity actually interesting, and I would actually not be against it anymore, or we need to just bring back battle passes and bring back these old skins, bring back whatever. I think exclusivity is either something that needs to go away, or it needs to be appreciated a bit more and have an actual fleshed out system that could be used in order to make rarity something interesting and usable within the game, because right now it is pointless, and the idea of something being rare means nothing. You flexing your skins again means nothing. You can't get rid of any of that stuff. So at the end of the day, these are just pixels, and sure, you can say that it's still pixels, but at least there's pixels with some value behind it, because I mean, since V-Bucks are the premium currency, I mean, you can buy V-Bucks with real money. So with that mentality, it would actually be giving these skins value. So you'd be getting rewarded for playing in these old seasons, because you'd be able to sell these skins if you wanted to. And then on top of that, newer players would have access to be able to get this stuff, and there would still be a limited amount of these skins. Even though if they ever did do this, I want to make a prediction right here, right now. I truly do not believe any of these battle pass skins, other than maybe the Black Knight. That's pretty much it, but even then, I don't think so. I don't think any of these skins would be anywhere near as valuable and rare as most people think, especially within the first couple days of them being available on a marketplace system. I think there'd be a giant flood of these skins, and that would completely drive down the overall price. And I just don't think that they would be as valuable as people make it out to be. And I know this because if you look at battle pass skins from Rainbow Six Siege, I mean, okay, maybe this isn't the best example, of course, because we're using Rainbow Six Siege, and the battle passes in that game aren't always great, and they're not as iconic as Fortnite. So it's not the best example, but this is the only example I can have. In that game, particular skins from the battle pass are not worth that much. Point is, though, my prediction is I don't think that most of the battle pass items would be that valuable, even with the whole mentality of it. Maybe a couple things here or there, like the Black Knight, or if you could sell the OG style of Renegade Raider, then yeah, okay, sure, those would be valuable, but I don't think the floss emote would be as valuable as people make it out to be. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. Epic Games needs to add a marketplace system so we can see. We need to see this. I think that'd be the best, most balanced way to do it. People who just want the skins would have access to them now, and they would no longer be 100% unobtainable. People who like rarity and all that stuff, which I still think in the current setting, in the current state, it's kind of sad because it means nothing. But if there was a marketplace system, then I could get on board with the idea of rarity in Fortnite. But right now, in its current state, it needs to just go away. It either needs to go away or need a marketplace. That's what I'm trying to say with this whole video. It would be the best of both worlds, and I don't know why Epic Games still hasn't done this. Well, it's probably just because they are going to bring back battle pass skins at some point, and it's more valuable to them to do it like that and to just keep these skins rare at all times or whenever they feel like it, basically, and then bring it back one day if they're ever hurting for money. I don't know. Though, if they were to ever do this marketplace system, Epic Games would definitely take a cut of the V-Bucks that are sold, and I mean, you have to still buy the V-Bucks from them. I'm thinking of it in the same system that R6 uses, because I feel like that's probably the best system where the company wins and both the buyer and seller players win as well. I think it's just the best system of all, and I would love to see it implemented into the game in the future. But anyways, that is going to wrap up this video. What do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and you like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.